What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be doing something a little different. You fell for the fucking clickbait. I will not be backtesting, obviously, alongside Ronan. However, I will be using him for something very important, to which you can also replicate to end up being just as profitable as him. So, I want to be covering how backtesting can lead you to kind of backtesting is really amazing. However, it can promote bad habits. You just treat it like a joke, not really locked in. Diminishing marginal returns is very real in trading. You don't want to be doing too much. You get burnt out. Your analysis takes a toll. Your journaling takes a toll. Then you start annotating bad shit, trying to cope, and then the most important thing is that you're taking these wins or losses, but not knowing how valid they really are, or if you're just relying on probabilities. And unless you have years worth of data, you will not know how valid these decisions that you're making are. Now, I do encourage and recommend backtesting, but this type of backtesting that I will now show makes it so we can get rid of all of those cons and make backtesting as efficient and the best as possible. Like doing this will ensure profitability. I can assure you, I can promise you will be profitable if you follow these steps. So what is it? I trade inversions, but I want you to find people that are trustworthy, profitable, have payouts, have like receipts and credit. You know that they are good. Now, for me, I trade inversions, and I like how Blake trades. I love how Ronan trades. Cam is pretty decent, pretty good. Patty is, I don't like Patty. Pretty I don't really fuck with it. Um, and honestly, every day I go into the market, I fucking trade, and I hold myself to the highest standards. I look to see what they took, whatever. I annotate what they took, why I agree, why I disagree. Who did I take the trade alongside, which is mostly going to be Ronan, because I really relate to his PO3 and level of analysis and very careful nature of trade management, risk, etc. But yeah, every day as you go into live market, really try to that post market analysis to make it as best as possible. And hold yourself to the highest standard. Don't be like, oh, but they're profitable. I can't really yes, like you are them. You are better than them. Compete with them. Try to out trade them. Try to no, not in quantity, chill, but try to be a better trader than them, and that will you're gonna be refining every day, nitpicking, because you're trying to hold yourself to perfection, and you don't need perfection to be a profitable trader. You just need like fucking 50-60% win rate. So yeah, and that also applies to backtesting. So what do I mean by this? I want you to, for example, go on Ronan, and this video, if you're trading inversions just like me, or trading in general, I want you to watch this video. Now, what is this? He is trading July's price action. July 2022, and I want you to backtest for July 4th through 8th. Don't watch the rest of the video until you backtest and journal July 4th through July 8th of 2022. When you're done, I want you to come back to this video, and I am going to analyze how I'm going to show you what you should be doing from me. I'm going to show you what I did, which was essentially I backtested this just like how you should be doing, and I looked at Ronan's video and I annotated our discrepancies, our differences, what we did that were the same, what we etc, what was different, what I learned, and stuff like that, so I could take it. And I want you to do this every fucking day. 1 week worth of price action, not 5 trades. A lot of people do 5 trades. I want you to really journal every single fucking trade, every single day, not every trade. I want you to recognize bad market conditions. I want you to recognize. I don't want you to be like, oh, I'm gonna skip this day because it looks like shit. I don't see why. Why don't you see an opportunity? Is there a large amount of distribution before market open? Is it pre FOMC? Are we having a lack of imbalances created? I want you to annotate 5 Monday through Friday every day. So you should have 1 week worth of data every day. And I want you to find videos. And you could do this, and you could do this, and you could do all of Ronan's. Then I want you to, if you're like out of these, what I want you to start doing is looking at their recap, looking at Blake's recap. I used to call this originally Blake testing because I used to, when I started trading inversions, I used to go to Blake's channel, look at his old recaps, look at the date the video was uploaded. I would backtest that day, and then I would watch the video and see how how we are different. This is essentially like paying for a mentorship. This is like having a coach. And now, next video will be better. I thought I could just go back and analyze like the key level and the thought process and the narrative behind every single trade, but it is so fucking marked up, and every time I switch time frames, it resets me, and it's genuinely pissing me off. So I'm just going to show you the trade that I took, etc., and that's it. Because, yeah, next video will be better, and I'm just going to record every time, every day I do it. So I could show you the valid annotations, because look at the fucking 4 hour. What the fuck is all this shit? So yeah, and now I have to find the fucking blue line again. And now since I'm recording, I'm lagging. Oh my god, I'm actually gonna fucking crash the fuck out. All right. And you might be thinking, oh, like whatever, like how are we gonna know like your side? So I will be showing you how I journaled it. I want you to journal better than me. This is just annotation because I don't care about my checklist that much, although I should include it. But I'm just simply annotating because I'm just used to this shit. I used to backtest really seriously, but I want you, if you're not profitable, if you're not getting payouts or anything, I want you to take backtesting just as seriously as live market. If you don't, you're just gonna enable bad habits that you're gonna replicate in live market conditions. I don't want you to go back. I want you to set it so you can't go back. You know what? I want you to do a simulated funded challenge on FX replay. I don't want you to turn back time. I don't want you to do no bullshit. Like, actually take it super serious. And I don't give a fuck if you don't. You're the one that ends up poor. Yeah. So this helps you target your guys' discrepancies. Mechanical criteria. If he fades a trade based off of mechanical, narrative criteria, even mechanical is A+. Why does he fade things? His thought process. This is really important, really comparing it to yours. Trade validity, super, super important. And it's going to promote good habits. And as I said, simulate live conditions and live market. Treat it as if you're on live. And you're just going to get more confident. It literally has no cons. Backtesting has no cons or anything like this. So for July 4th, I took no trades, and Ronan took no trades either. Really as simple as that. I didn't really annotate that well. July 5th. No trade, but I did want to take the 30-second, but I did not. Ronan took no trade, but he said the 30-second was eval and not an XFA trade because super heavy reversal and no gaps at targets. Yeah, so you see, like in this case, I would cut and I would show you everything on the day, but I can't because there's so much fucking data. And I didn't think it would be that hard to record it, but yeah, next time it will be better. Because I want to do this next to you guys, and I want to show you that I am still, like, I honestly love backtesting and trading live. So, yeah. Oh, I gotta go climb, so I gotta hurry this up. So, yeah, Jordan took the no trade. Yeah, I wanted to take the 30-second, but I was like, I'm gonna treat this more like XFA, and I would not take this on an XFA. And he said the same thing. He actually took it, but it was like eval. Wednesday, good trades, avoidable loss. Wouldn't have taken on live. This is like I wasn't taking it as seriously as I should have, but yeah. We had the same exact market thought process and draw and analysis. We took the same mech short. We had the break even at the same level, but he shaved his stop loss to like the candle body, so he got full TP and I got break even. Then we took the same cont long and we both got full TP. That is a super, super A+ trade that I will show right now. I took an alright loss. I took this cont. I just essentially took the same setup without a stop hunt. In live market conditions, I wouldn't have taken it because it's literally as the other trade is getting stopped out, so I wouldn't have been able to enter. But yeah, just based off of no stop hunt, and yeah, that's something I learned that I want to take into live, which is stop hunts are a lot more important than what I would want to admit, with everything else being super A+. I think I still would have taken that trade I think I still would have taken it, but something that I like and noticed was that if I can match stop hunt with a valid PO3 reasoning, then that makes it more valid to wait for it. So if I'm close to like another high time frame macro or 945, um, like that, like this, yeah, 945. 945 can actually like just resweep and get that stop hunt. And we also mitigate a gap, so we can like have valid reasoning from the stop hunt and a 15-minute unmitigated below that we can mitigate for that high time frame 945 macro PO3. So yeah, just aligning shit. More of a personal thing, but if you want to learn from it, kind of nerdy, but yeah, you can. If I can align this reasoning with for more valid way to wait for a stop hunt, then yeah. But yeah, this is the short, the mix short, and this is the long, the continuation long. It was a 1 minute, and I think this was a 2 minute long. Super, super, super valid. Now let's go. This is 6, so let's go into 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7. This is gonna take a fucking minute. Hold up. Key 930. We had data highs and a key level at the highs. Okay. I think this day we just wanted con longs and we didn't get it. Yeah. Okay. So for the next day, July 7th, decent price action, just pretty butt. I got break even, took the 4 minute. I wouldn't have taken on XFA, but valid reasoning BE, break even, and the 1030 PO3 didn't form. So yeah, Ronan had the exact same thought process and perfect drop. Said the same thing. Took the 4 minute, but wouldn't take live market or half risk. I thought this was really funny because we both um were just taking it or wanted like took it or whatever. But yeah, we wouldn't have taken on live. We had like we're best friends and shit. Nah, but I wouldn't have taken on live market. First, I don't like 4 minutes and 5 minutes, and yeah, it's just the. But like I didn't really have. I was more targeting the draw, but he did look for a 15-minute gap more externally from a long time ago that I didn't, and that was a good break even point because the internal high was just super close and was like a super fast break even like how I did. So yeah, that's something I want to take into to consideration, like taking these type of longs and shit. Yeah, just always have a break even, like a good target slash break even point, even if you're targeting a draw or like if we don't really have any low time frame targets. So yeah, um, I wouldn't have taken. He looked for external. Yep, he justified ES being bad because of stop hunt and 1 minute IFEG. This was really nice because as you can see, I think on ES. Oh, this is so bad. Essentially on ES, this inversion like didn't really happen, but we stop hunted this, and there was a 4 minute IFE. My God, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Yeah, essentially, the trade setup was here, I think. Okay, I'm just gonna say it was here. Yeah, it was here with this 4 minute IFEG, but we hadn't inversed it on ES. However, we stop hunted, create an SMT at this low, and inverse the 1 minute. So we are both have reasoning for distribution on both assets. So that's why he thought it was good. Um, which was my main con with the trade. The trade ends up playing out if you got break even at his level, not mine, if you set it. So yeah. Um, Something else that he was saying is that he likes taking 4 to 5 minutes after inversion, retraces, and seeing reaction. This is because 4 to 5 minute inversions are already such like high time frame that we end up creating a lot of low time frame retracement targets. And normally with these inversions, we tend to retrace into the actual inversion for lower time frame. Like this is a 4 minute, but we probably retraced. Nah, bro, get the fuck out of here. I hate this shit. But we probably retraced, yeah, like the IFEG forms, and then we retrace onto these lower time frame gaps, as you can see, and that, sorry, we retrace into these lower time frame targets and gaps. We sweep this, get the whatever, and then we distribute to our targets and take like our break even level, like here, yeah, you should be going full TP, or yeah, whatever. But yeah. He likes taking like essentially he would have taken like this confirmation or CISD or whatever after after the actual retracement. So just something to take into consideration. That's a little too discretionary for me. I don't know if I would like to do, but if I see valid reasoning, I would take it into consideration. No, that's just like all these things. You have to also take into consideration that I am risking like 6 accounts, and I really want I like A++ setups. So if I can avoid discretion, I probably will. But yeah, just something for the future and shit, you know. Rejected the 15-minute rejection block. Perfect. Okay, trade. Yes, awkward, bad break even point from me, and good, but good total break even because you went break even too. And I want to say that we ended up forming a 30-minute gap below at 10:30. So at this point, I wanted to be break even because 10:30 had a reason to manipulate into my stop loss because the 30-minute was unmitigated and we were overextended. So yeah, that's also a good break even little tippy cappy. Okay, now the 8th. I took like fucking 4 trades this day. I'm retarded. I'm a little retarded. Okay, let's go over it. Actually, the 50th was like the first one. Okay, so oh my god, why is it the 10th, bro? The fucky. You know what? I'm gonna just go back to the date. Yeah, it's fine. All right, yeah. So going into market open, first trade is this 15-second. Ends up going break even. This is an absolutely A+ trade. SMT at the lows. We sweep this, respect the 15-minute gap, get a low time frame liquidity sweep, and we mitigated this 4-hour CE. True manipulation on 15-minute. Absolutely AA plus. However, we don't get any inversion. Not on the 30-second, not on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-minute, or on the 15-second. I was just entering off of the this gap that I take as a gap. I wouldn't. This is not. I just forced this shit because it was so obvious. But yeah, right here break even at the internal high. I think it was just a break even trade. But this is super A+ if we actually formed a setup here. But sadly we did not, and I was just targeting the gap. Then so let's go over the journal first. Took 4 trades, LOL, 2 break evens, 2 dubs. 15-second was valid, A+, but never take on XFA because 15-second, because it's a 50-second. That's essentially it. But I'm gonna go over Ronan's analysis, which is completely same narrative, same DOL, same thought process with the 15-second. Didn't speak on Mac, but because I took a Mac that I think is absolutely amazing. This is where it would be important to I don't think I just don't think he was looking for it. But yeah, this is where it would be super important to actually make a video as I'm taking these trades. But yeah, I took that Max super A+ in my opinion. However, I don't know if I'd take on live, but most likely for sure, yes. I only say this because I don't really like taking reversal heavy trades, but Macs are reversals. And this is a pretty high probability Mac. So yeah. Next week, track if good or bad break even. I forgot to do that. Week 1, 2 wins, 1 L, 4 break evens. 30-second Mac, good. 5-minute short, decent B+. I wouldn't have taken on live. I was just took it because it's more discretionary. Other 5-minute A+ narrative, but ES was weird, so B+. Wouldn't have taken on live. I'd only take 30-second Mac on XFA. Trader today is in my opinion, is 15-second at best, but no setup. Don't think Ronan took anything this day, but yeah, this is the 30-second Mac. We mitigate this sponsored 5-minute from the 15-minute. Because I wanted to originally take the second version to the accumulation zone highs, but we failed to distribute, respecting once again bearish PDAs, and we are creating a 5-minute gap at the time of entry. So we have an agreed upon key level target at these lows with these accumulation zone lows below if we want to remitigate these gaps and distribute off of them, which we end up doing. So yeah, super easy. I think there's another 5-minute short setup here that I took for these accumulation zone lows. Break even at the accumulation zone lows. Then we re-mitigate the 1-hour rejection block and then 8-hour gap. True manipulation here. And we get a 5-minute setup. Super fire. Ronan wanted to take this, but ES was bad. And I don't think we had inversed the gap when we did here. If I believe so, right? Yeah, we just had an inverse and we were respecting its CE. So yeah, I don't like 5 minutes, but I took it because it's so like obvious. Like we are painfully bullish, and we are just. This is just a little um, second mitigation. I forgot what I call it. It's not the initial mitigation sweep. It's just a second in mitigation. But yeah, we just distribute even more. Just super easy. I mean, I wanted these highs anyways. So yeah, super easy. Yeah, that about settles it. I will catch you guys later to finish this part of the BNQ back test, and then we will move on to this month. So yeah, hopefully you guys took a lot from this. I know I'm trading a little really discretionary, but that's something I really want to get good at is discretion and more narrative focused trades, trading the DOL rather than super mechanical criteria, as I already do that on live. I just want to be more experimental backtesting, and if I can come out the other side with a positive P&L, I would like